I'm arriving at Lago Linda. It's a place where I'll camp for about 5 nights, and there's a lot of climbing here. And I've never been to Lago Linda, but I've heard good things. I'm excited to check it out. So I'm at Lago Linda, and at the registration office there's no one there, so I'm not sure where I'm supposed to stay. There's a couple pavilions and stuff. I'm gonna throw my tent right inside this barn looking thing because it's possibly gonna rain tonight, so I kind of want to be close to the car so I don't have to walk back and forth, and also close to the shower and the bathroom and the lounge and all that. So I think this is it for tonight. This is my home. Lago Linda was a little too quiet for me, so I decided to shoot over to Miguel's Pizza, which is another camping spot for climbers.
My name is Isabelle Starr.
And where are you from?
Colorado.
What brings you out to Miguel's?
Sport climbing. Climbing.
Was that your van?
It's his van.
It's his van.
Yeah.
And so, do you live out of that van, or
No.
Okay.
No.
Do you normally travel around and climb in different places?
Yeah.
Or okay.
All over.
So, what got you into climbing?
I feel like it just kind of fell into my lap one day. One of my friends took me out climbing like 10 years ago, and then sort of kept doing it from there on. Just fell in love with it.
What can you talk more about that? What made you fall in love with it?
God, at the time, if I'm gonna be super honest, I just liked that there was a lot of downtime in between. Like, climb something hard, take break. I don't know. It was weird. I've been growing up like snowboarding, where it just felt like go, go, go all the time. But it brings you out to beautiful places. Took me out to the desert a lot. I'd never really spent a lot of time out there, so I don't know.
What's your relationship to fear?
Well, that's a hard question to answer. My relationship to fear, I don't know. I'm scared all the time when I'm climbing, but it feels freeing when you defeat that fear, I suppose. I don't know.
Do you think that it's something that you've have you changed over time due to climbing?
Like the fear
as a
in general?
person?
That's also a hard question to answer. This is gonna be the worst interview ever. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's elements of my life that have changed because I climb, but I can't think of any specific answers right now.
I guess from the perspective of somebody who's a new climber, and they might be frozen on the side of a crag and they're shaking, as opposed to somebody who's been doing it a long time, and they perform some amazing feats that seem impossible. I mean, why do you think that change occurs? What is it about climbing?
Well, I think over time you just learn to trust specific things more. So like learning how to trust systems, gear. I mean, obviously yourself. Like a big thing we're always telling people, right? Trust your feet. Learning how to just like trust the movement. But I don't know. It just depends on the style of climbing, I guess. But I mean, a big thing for me is just like learning how to trust my gear. So that just took time and mileage.
Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, I mean, again, like if you're like trad climbing, just mileage with like placing gear, whether you're taking on it or taking falls on it, just over time, you just learn to like trust.
Have you ever had a situation where something happened that you did not expect?
Yeah.
Sounds juicy.
It's not juicy. I mean, I've hit the ground before from falling when clipping from pretty high. Didn't expect that. That's probably the worst thing that's happened to me though. Yeah, I mean, there's always some sort of element that's like unexpected if you're doing something big too.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I feel like everything's been pretty safe.
Were you injured by this fall?
Yeah, just an ankle break. That's it. Could have been way worse.
What's the most important thing you've learned from climbing?
Ooh. I don't know. Trust your gear.
Or yourself.
Well, no, I think the main thing, like if you're climbing multi-pitch, it's fully like you just need to trust your systems. Because I think a lot of people freeze on big stuff because there's a lot of elements to it, but it's like if you do everything right, you're pretty safe. I don't know.
Some people wonder how they can manage a lifestyle that they love versus supporting themselves financially. For example, I am working right now remotely, and it affords me the ability to travel while I do what I love. How do you make it possible?
Well, I work I'm a massage therapist, so I work a 20-hour work week, and I don't know, at least for the past like 5 years, it's been save up a couple grand and then go on a big climbing trip, come back work. But yeah, for me, like a 20-hour work week, I don't think I'd want to do any more than that.
What do you do in the winter months?
Climb.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I told you it was going to be a boring interview.
Not at all boring. It was wonderful.
Yeah, I just can't